Hey, I want to show off this little tool I made called Balatro Backup Manager. I'll talk a bit about why you might use it, the reason I made it, and show you how it works. I mean, first and foremost, if you look at it, and even just hearing the name, I think it's pretty self-explanatory what this is. It backs up your saved games. So on one hand, you don't have to worry about a corrupted save. If you're really investing the time in Balatro, this can work to give you a little extra peace of mind. If you are someone who has misclicked and been frustrated that you ruined a great hand or a great deck and a lot of time invested in that build, well, you can also recover if you misclick. Yes, you can use it for save scumming, obviously. Use it how you want. Great quality of life improvement. One reason I use it is I might have a really good build and I reach a fork where I question how the deck would look, way A or way B. So you can return to a save here and try out different experiences of a build. You could, of course, use the seed code to do it again, but this is, I would say, a time saver. We'll talk about some other uses later on, but that's the origins of it. Okay, I have played through this game, all the challenges on my iPhone, so I appreciate the roguelike and support the original game. I don't want to take away from its value, but again, I think it's going to be a great quality of life tool for some people. All right, let's dive in. So, pretty self-explanatory, again, how a save game manager works. You have quick saves, which will save your current state of the game. You can do a manual save if you want to put a name on it. And the overall mechanics of this are that it monitors your Balatro save game, and whenever there's a change made, it backs it up to a maximum of once a minute. So, where is that done? Here. This is your local save game folder by default with Steam. You need to turn off Steam cloud saves for this to work. You can change the backup route, but this is by default where your backups are going to live. So any changes made to your save up to once a minute, of course you can change that interval here, we'll copy it to this location. Okay. Now, if you just want to make a quick save of your game, boom, that button works. If you want to label where you're at, you can make a save here. Okay. Self-explanatory. Recent backups is going to show you the last 15 backups. For quick saves, quick save does not overwrite your last quick save. It is a new save done quickly. That's why you're seeing different versions here. This is a little confusing because it's only time coded. I might find a way to show the deck, stake, and ante in the future, but for now it's just like that. Manual saves are where you're going to actually be able to label where you're at if you want to revisit a particular point in your game later. And that is one reason I have this tag feature too. Okay, so let's say you have a really good run. The other day I had a really good run, crazy high score. I think the highest I've had yet on the boss of Ante 8. So I tagged it high score. That way I can revisit it later, pull up the seed, or continue the new game plus into further antes. So versus losing that save in the midst of everything, you can go here to filter, high score, apply filter, and find the saves that have that tag. You can also do it by gold run. And a quick aside, this is a way to save scum. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go into this. Let's say you're a completionist, and this is a use case for this app additionally. You're a completionist, and you want to get all the gold stickers on your Joker cards, but you have a life maybe. So the saved game of your profile is kept separate from the saved game of your current game progress. So in the game I have in the background, let's say I was on a gold stake for a deck, and I was just about to win. I play this when I do win. These 3 jokers at the top would get gold stickers. The profile save is updated to show that. Now, if I were to revert back to the save I made on Ante 8 or pre-completing this, and I sold one of these jokers and I bought a new joker and then won again, that other joker would also get a gold sticker. And the cards I took through on the last version of the save would also still have that sticker, because again, it's updating the profile save when you carry a joker through a gold stake. So if you're a completionist, for whatever reason, you don't have time to play through this, hundreds of hands, hundreds of games, you could use this workaround. Of course, you're going to need a pretty killer build to have a couple jokers carry your final ante to be able to swap out your other jokers. But if you think about it this way, you can get 5, 6, 7 jokers through in a run. If you have 3 to 4 jokers that are carrying, and you're in the store with a save and you can revert back, you have enough money to go through the store and find other jokers, you can cycle those extra jokers through that run. And instead of just getting 5 to 7, maybe you get 5 to 12 jokers with the gold stickers. So it's a good time saver if you're a completionist. All right, let's see here. What else? So here, a little bit off track, but back to the restores, management, and parts. If you reload a save, let's say you misclick, so you go and you load a backup. Oops, you misclick again. This here will pull up the last reloaded save, okay? Let's say you do a reload, you realize, oh man, that was the wrong save. I wish I wouldn't have restored it because my current state was better than the backup I loaded. Well, then you click Revert Last Restore. And you'll see here under View All Backups, is it under View All Backups? No, I think it's under Manual Save. I don't know why these show here, but that's what the pre-reloads are, okay? Because whenever you reload a save, it's going to save your current state. And that's what that pre-reload is again. And that's what is reloaded if you do a revert. Okay, settings, again, you can change some of these settings like the intervals, exit quits the application, but that's everything here in a nutshell. The different use cases, the way you can use it to get all the golds unlocked. Yeah, I hope it helps some people like it helped me. Bye.